Hello, everybody. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Looking at today's matchup, you'll see two teams who both believe in the running game as they rank in the top 10 in rushing TDs. It's the Titans going up against the Browns. So let's get out to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A big play there on the screen pass. 31 yards.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, loft it over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jeremy Butler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. And they'll go on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Titans are going to have a first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the play clock's running down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. As we get a glance at the starting lineup offensively, let's discuss the former Heisman Trophy winner, Derrick Henry.
He was definitely disappointed that he dropped to the second round. Only one running back went in the first. That was Ezekiel Elliott. But I think Derrick Henry has a chance to have a special NFL career. He's not just big and strong, has way better feet than he's ever been given credit for.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a second down throw from it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Watch it now, boys. Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit! Check.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Kessler. Deep drop. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Chancellor in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They come out here in the eye. On second down, here's Kessler. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
When Brian Orakpo was born, there was no doubt that with that name, he was going to be a defensive player and a good one. He knows how to get to quarterbacks.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Kessler. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Dodd in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down.
Here we go now.
On third and long, it's Kessler. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. Time running out here on the play clock. Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Second down, Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jeremy Butler, 76 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Stays on his feet. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their key? And make the proper plays.
And we'll see how determined they are. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Play action. Kessler. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it. Decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it?
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol. 4th down. Here's Kessler. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. That's complete right around the 8. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jarrell Casey in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal.
Here we go now.
3rd and long. It's Kessler. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. More from Cleveland after this. Now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it, because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Check 4.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Rashard Matthews the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Third down and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw is Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans. Their dangerous wide receiver. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Kessler on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Kessler now on third down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
So on fourth down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And taken right on the 30. And some room to roam now. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Mariota on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. In the red zone this time.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, Mariota. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Suckup will put this one right through. Well, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now working their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll come out in the pistol. Well, now they'll try the end around. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Play clock winding down. Mariota now. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And 4th down coming up. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Here we go. 3-19.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Second down now after the pass completion.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
From midfield, here's Kessler. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third.
Here we go now.
Third and long. It's Kessler. Going right side here, and that's complete. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And he knocks it through. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. He knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school. Played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run.
And they're going to speed things up here. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. First down carry for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Mariota now on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that. And when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Kessler now off the bootleg. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third and long, it's Kessler. Going to throw right side here, complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And, Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Mariota. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards on the play. Make it a second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And the offense moving quickly to the line. First down, Mariota. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Left side, caught by Matthews. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And Charles, a good catch there and a first down.
Brandon, excellent execution. Quarterback knew where the ball had to be placed. The receiver knew where the first down line was.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. They come up in an offset eye. A handoff as they run the counter play. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Mariota hands to Henry. Muscles him off. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Titans are going to have a first and goal.
There's no doubt that his size is a factor, but I've seen a lot of big running backs in the league not have that kind of impact because they don't run like a big back should. Get behind their pads, as they like to say, lower center of gravity, and knock people backwards. Sometimes they run too upright and take too many hits. Not this guy. He knows how to get low, break tackles, and gain additional yardage.
Another pistol look here. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And back at the 8 now. Third and goal. He's back to throw. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Well, partner, they're still going to have to go for it after that play. And I'm not sure that the running game is going to be a part of what they have to do on fourth down now.
From this far out, you wouldn't think so. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Still on his feet. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off. And, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about